Imagine being held captive by someone who wants to harm you or use you for ransom. You have no idea where you are, or how long you've been there, or if anyone is coming for you. You feel hopeless, terrified, and alone. Then one day, you hear a familiar voice, see a flash of light, or feel a gentle touch. You realize that someone has found you and that you are safe. You are finally free. Today, we'll dive into those heart-stopping moments when those who were kidnapped realize they've been found. Well, we will get to know very soon. William Mozingo. First, we go to Ohio. On October 16th, 2023, at around 8 a.m., the Akron Police Department got a call from a man who saw a woman in distress. The man told the police that the woman was inside a shed and looked troubled. Around 9 a.m., the officers arrived at the scene seeking more details. Another woman explained what she believed was happening in the shed.
What's going on? How do we get in? Can we get in the door?
You have to kick in the side door. We don't care. I don't care. My parents are here. I can't come. I just hope this came wrong. He used to live here, so he can tap into anything. But we have cameras up for other reasons.
Right, I got you. You know he's in there for a fact?
I know for a fact.
Yeah. You can kick your door. You can kick it in.
I swear to God. Go ahead. Please. I don't know what's wrong with this girl.
Oh, there's a girl in there with him?
Yes. I told them this on me. I told them this. There's a girl in there. She's very small and slim. My husband said he didn't really get a good look at her, but he's yelling at her. Before I peeked over her face, she can't see out of her eyes.
Okay.
So this is why I'm nervous. This is why I've been calling his all morning, and I don't even know if that's even the right thing to do.
You know 100%.
I know 100%.
As the dialogue continued, it became clear that there was someone else in the shed. The woman was absolutely certain that a kidnapped woman was there and shared disturbing descriptions of her condition. She suspected the kidnapper was her neighbor, William. 33-year-old William Mozingo already had a previous kidnapping conviction in 2017, so the police decided to investigate.
Coming out or not? Can you see him?
Get out here now!
Come out now! Come out now!
Bro, you're gonna get fucked up in a second. You better come the right the out now. Now!
Come on.
Keep going. No, I don't.
Keep everything out of your hands.
He's in the attic. He's in the attic. He's
Keep
coming.
everything out of your hands.
You keep your hands up. Keep your hands up.
Put it down.
Drop it. Drop. No, not your whole body. Get up. Turn around and walk backwards. Walk towards us. Keep your hands up. Put your hands up.
Hey, we'll cuff.
Hey! I didn't say turn
Face that
around.
way.
Just keep coming. Watch your step. Right there. You get that?
After the officers cuffed William, they entered the house to see what was going on.
Okay, what do you need to get down? Let me get this ladder, okay? Okay, can you reach it?
Hey, 1 second here. Hold up. Let me move these ropes.
There's no one else up there?
Where do you live at here? Thompson? How far away is that?
Like 30 minutes, like close to Chardon.
Why don't you have a seat right there on this?
The officers discovered a badly injured woman named Chloe Jones. The 23-year-old had been kidnapped and left in the shed for 4 days. Chloe's trouble began when William offered her a ride home. Although she knew William, they were just acquaintances. However, instead of driving her home, William drove her to his house, locked her up in the shed, and had been continuously beating her with a baseball bat. Her relatives mentioned that she endured severe injuries, including facial fractures, a brain bleed, a broken arm, and injuries to her fingers.
Hey, 1 second, dude. Hold up. Let me move these ropes.
There's no one else up there?
Where do you live at here? Thompson? How far away is that?
Like 30 minutes, like close to starting.
Why don't you have a seat right there on this?
You probably want to know. Yeah, probably. Where's she at? Up there also?
Yeah. Why don't you just sit down there?
That guy's have water.
After she was rescued, you can see the relief on her face. The cops called emergency services to examine Chloe's injuries, and William was arrested.
Step on up there.
William Mozingo was charged with kidnapping, felonious assault, abduction, and unlawful restraint during his arraignment. He had been held without bond since his arrest due to a parole violation. Despite being accused of abducting and beating a woman who was confined for 4 days in a garage, William pleaded not guilty when he appeared in court in November 2023. There is no doubt that William is going to be locked up for a long time, just like our next suspect. On August 28, 2022, officers received a call after a witness reported seeing human fingers poking out of a black GMC pickup during a traffic stop. Upon arrival, the officers inquired about it, but the driver was reluctant to provide further details. He refused to answer questions about himself or the occupants of his car. The driver's reluctance prompted the officers to consider calling in additional support to handle the matter.
We're out here because there is supposed to be people back there.
How many other people in the truck? How many other people are in the truck?
Any information I give can and will be held.
Well, I just want to know who's inside the truck right now, so that way I know who else we're dealing with here. Or else I'm going to call everybody out.
As you can see, it's a pretty serious deal here, sir. What is your name?
Samuel.
Samuel what?
Do I have to tell you my name?
I'm asking for your name.
I don't have to tell you, right?
Sir,
Yes, sir.
what is your name?
Samuel.
Samuel what?
Is he the driver?
Yeah,
Okay, you have to identify yourself. You understand that,
I
right?
don't know this one. Yeah, Samuel Bateman.
Samuel Bateman. I don't understand. What are you doing? We're trying to make sure people...
I just got here. Explain to me what's going on.
Calm down.
I'm fine.
You're being videoed. Just in case we...
Yeah, that's
You're
fine.
being videoed as well. Okay.
The guy behind the wheel of the trailer is Samuel Rapoli Bateman. Now, the reason he was so hesitant to share his name, turns out he's a polygamous cult leader, married to a whopping 20 spouses. Bateman, who is 46 years old, used to be a devoted member of the Fundamentalist Church of the Latter-day Saints, following the leadership of 67-year-old Warren Jeffs. Jeffs is currently serving a life sentence in Texas for the sexual abuse of 2 underage girls. For Bateman, things took a turn in 2019 when Jeffs expelled him from the Fundamentalist Church of the Latter-day Saints through a prison-issued order. This happened after Bateman proclaimed himself a prophet and informed his ex-wife about his intention to marry their teenage daughter. Despite this expulsion, Bateman managed to gather a following of 50 individuals who now identify as Samuelites. Not only that, but he established a harem of 23 wives, with the youngest being only 9 years old at the time of their marriage. The officers decided to crack open his trailer, and what they stumble upon inside is downright chilling.
Pull down the handle. Where are the hands? Let's see the hands.
Let's get that other door open.
There was hands sticking out of the top of the trailer. There's hands sticking out of the top of the trailer earlier. Let's see them. Let's see your hands. They're in the front.
Behind the curtain. Okay. Keep your hands up for me. Go and walk out towards me, okay? Try not to...
Inside the car, the cops found several girls, and once they had them all out safely, they started asking the women how they ended up there and checking their ages.
Just keep your hands out of your pockets for me, okay?
We'll take your ID from you. We can check everything out. And who else has ID?
I got this.
You guys have any other ID? Nothing? You don't have ID cards? How old are you? 14. How old are you? 11? How old are you? 12? You? How old are you? How old are you? How old are you? You don't have to say, or you just following her?
The cops discovered a total of 10 girls inside. The youngest was only 11 years old. Figuring out Samuel's intentions with all the girls is tricky, but given his shady history, they're probably not good. You can see all the girls looking pretty shocked about being found inside a trailer. Eventually, the officers split them up to gather more information about the situation. Samuel was arrested and charged to court. Samuel justified his actions, claiming it was God's will for him to engage in sexual acts with his wives. Shockingly, he was financially supported by male followers who had surrendered their wives and children to become Samuel's wives. Samuel also stated that he punished his followers, who didn't treat him like a prophet. Initially, he posted bond, but later, the FBI arrested him on charges of federal kidnapping, destroying records, and obstructing justice. However, Samuel had pleaded not guilty to all charges and is still in custody, awaiting his sentence. Samuel Bateman's case is horrible, but this rescue case in Louisville, Kentucky will leave you dumbfounded. On August 16th, 2023, around 3 p.m., the Louisville Metro Police Department and the Louisville Fire and Rescue rushed to a home on Bowling Avenue after getting calls from neighbors about a woman screaming for help from the second floor of the house. When officers arrived at the scene, they saw a woman in distress at a second-story window. However, they noticed that the entrance of the house was completely barricaded. This forced them to think creatively about how to gain entry.
Put the door down? Yeah. I got a bunch of loose.
Unable to enter through the front, one officer noticed a window on the second floor that had been kicked out.
Look at that boy. Which window she kick out?
They fetched a ladder and climbed up the window, and what they saw shocked them.
Where you see a ladder at?
I got a ladder. The ladder was on the side.
Is anybody else in there? He did what? Is he Hispanic?
Yeah,
Where's the key?
I know he's got it on his feet. And he's got it on his
The officers found a woman chained to the floor inside the house. After rescuing the woman, they began investigations and discovered it was her estranged boyfriend, 36-year-old Moises May, who was responsible for the kidnapping. The woman and Moises even had a child together. It turned out that the woman and Moises got into a heated argument that escalated into a physical confrontation. Moises allegedly grabbed her, pinned her down in the bathroom, and shockingly cut off most of her hair with a machete. To make matters worse, he hit her and locked her out when she left. When she returned to collect her things, Moises locked her inside, forcing her to undress and threaten to end her life. Moises left, taking her phone so she couldn't call for help. Desperate, she managed to break a window and scream for help, which was when the neighbors heard her and called the police. The police department eventually arrested Moises and charged him with kidnapping, intimidating someone involved in the legal process, wanton endangerment, assault, terrorist threatening, and harassment. In court, Moises pleaded not guilty. The judge set his bond at $100,000, but his case is still in court. Being kidnapped is a terrifying and traumatic experience that no one should ever have to go through. You can see the joy and relief on their faces when they were rescued. This shows the courage, resilience, and strength of the human spirit in the face of adversity. Which of these cases was the most terrifying to you? Let us know what you think in the comments section.